Have you ever had to multitask? Of course you have. Even if you don't really think you have, you've multitasked. We all do it all the time. Tell me about a time when you had to deal with multiple tasks at the same time. At my previous job, I'd gotten to the point where I was able to complete my day-to-day tasks fairly easily, and I started taking on responsibilities in several areas that were above and beyond my current job duties. But taking on so many new responsibilities started to weigh on me. At the time, I thought I could manage everything, but I realized that changing between all of these responsibilities started to take a toll on me personally in addition to my productivity at work. I realized that it wasn't just about the sheer number of tasks, but it was about my productivity. It was that I was consistently having to bounce back and forth between each of those responsibilities. Once I came to the realization, I took steps to chunk my time more deliberately, which allowed me to get more work done in each area without sacrificing productivity or having to constantly bounce back and forth between each of these tasks. And since then, I always try to block off chunks of time to get work done, as it really does improve my productivity and allow me to manage my time more effectively, both at work and even at home. The benefits here to this response. You just told your boss that you're proficient enough that you could complete all of your expected tasks quickly. You told your boss that you're happy to take on new responsibilities when appropriate. You showed your boss that you're self-aware. You just showed your boss that you're able to manage your time effectively. You were able to show your boss that this is more of a lifestyle shift rather than just a time management tool by alluding to the fact that this has improved both your personal life in addition to your work productivity. In fact, the research says there's not such a thing as multitasking. We are always simply bouncing back and forth between our attention here and our attention there. We're never truly focusing on multiple things at the same time. And that's kind of the core of this question, because we're still going to be expected to multitask. We may think we're doing several things at once, but really we're always shifting our attention constantly, and that shifting of attention does take a toll. Some of us manage it better than others, but we're all susceptible to the fading productivity with the more tasks that we're expected to be doing at the same time. Regardless of that fact, we're going to be expected to take on several responsibilities at the same time. That might be answering phones while filling out forms and chatting with 6 customers online. It could be that you simply have multiple reports due by the end of the week and you'll need to manage your time properly. It's rare that you can simply sit down and focus on one thing at a time, especially as more and more people start relying on you to get things done. The reason they ask you this question will be because you might, or probably, well, okay, no, definitely will have to multitask at your job. Some positions more than others, but it's pretty rare to have a job where you're able to completely focus on one task. This question is meant to gauge how you'll handle having multiple tasks thrown at you. Do you crumple under the pressure, or can you manage your time effectively? Multitasking honestly sucks. From my experience, being able to focus on one thing at a time is really the best productivity hack that I can give you. When you have to bounce back and forth, really you lose so much in that process, and you make mistakes. No question about it. When you're able to sit down and truly focus on something, you're gonna get the job done faster, you're gonna get the job done better. And that's why I always recommend going in your calendar and chunking out pieces of your time to dedicate to specific tasks or groups of tasks where you're not gonna have to necessarily change your mindset. If you are just writing reports, then stick with writing reports. Write all the reports that you can before you have to go back to data management or maybe talking to customers. Right? There's a lot of time when you need to be able to focus on what you're doing, and when you have to shift your mindset, that is the hardest part here. It's not just doing something different, it's shifting your mindset. This question is sometimes replaced by, or can even accompany, other time management questions, such as, how do you manage your tasks? Which, be sure to check out this video right here. Or maybe try out this other video right here. Honestly, it's just the one YouTube recommended. It just, why not? But it's still probably relevant to your interview prep. Just like all of the videos over here on my channel that you'll find when you subscribe. It's free. Yeah, you know, it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything.